All right. For those of you who are in the States and have just had a ton of turkey for Thanksgiving and you got those turkey leftovers, there is nothing like creamed turkey. And when you make this cream cheese chicken and spinach gratin, wow. So whether you're using chicken or that leftover turkey, either way, this is a fantastic winter treat. It's just creamy. Oh, I like that spinach there. Popeye would like this. And boy, that is hot. That just came out of the oven. Well, here we go. Oh yeah. You definitely want to make some of this. Oh, that is delicious. You got the cheese on top. You got a little bit of breadcrumbs in there. You got cream cheese inside there. Creamy white sauce, chicken, onions, and a bunch of spinach at the bottom. Mwah. So let's go in the kitchen and make some right now. All right, so to make our chicken and spinach dish, what we have here is, first of all, of course, the chicken, and that is 1.5 pounds or 370 grams of chicken. I'm using chicken thigh. I like that more than breast, but you can use either. And it's cut into small bite-sized pieces. So not a full bite size, but kind of a half bite size. Over here, we got the spinach. This is from packaged frozen spinach. You can use, just fresh spinach too. Either is okay. If you're going to use the fresh spinach, just kind of steam it a little bit first to soften it up. But in this case, I've got here is 14 ounces. That's 2 7-ounce packages, or 400 grams of frozen, thawed, and drained spinach. Over here, the mushrooms. It's about 12 to 15 mushrooms, cut a 1/4 inch thick or thereabouts, or about 5 millimeters. Cheese, that'll be going on top. It's mozzarella cheese, and I've got here is a 1/2 pound or 230 grams of mozzarella cheese. Over here, I've got 12 ounces or 170 grams of cream cheese, 1 15-ounce can of white sauce, 1 large onion finely chopped. It doesn't have to really be large, but I had a large one this time. I've got here a 1/2 cup of heavy cream, that's 35% or more. I've got a 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs. I've got 2 tablespoons of butter, which I'm going to put in the pan right now. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon each of salt and pepper. So let's get this butter going. We're going to melt this at medium heat. Going to help it speed it along by pushing around the pan a little bit, and as soon as that's melted, in goes the chicken, the onion, the salt, and the pepper. All right, that butter is melted, so in goes the onion. Oh, there's some butter right there. Onion, in goes the chicken, and the salt and pepper. I'm just going to cook this for 10 minutes and mix this around and distribute the salt and pepper around, get the onions distributed. So 10 minutes, and then we're going to add in the mushrooms. So be back in 10. All right, so I've been cooking this medium heat, 10 minutes, stirring quite frequently, a little bit more frequently than usual. I just wanted to get everything well combined and get the chicken a little bit cooked. It's not fully cooked because we got more cooking yet to go, and it's going to go in the oven. So now I'm going to add in the mushrooms. And again, I'm going to be stirring and cooking, this time for 5 minutes. Just want to kind of soften the mushrooms up a bit. So 5 minutes, and we'll be back to add in the rest. All right, that's been about 5 minutes. We've softened up the mushrooms a bit. Everything's a little bit more cooked. So now, first we're going to do is add in the cream cheese here, because I want to melt that cream cheese a bit. So still hot enough, so I'm going to turn off the heat, and then I'm just going to mix that cream cheese in. The heat's going to melt it. Look at that already. It's like making a beef stroganoff, basically. But we're going to go beyond stroganoff. We got much more we're gonna add in here. All right, that took about half a minute to just get that sour cream, cream cheese melted. Going to add in the white sauce. Stir that in a bit. And then I've got here that half a cup of heavy cream. Just gonna put that in there. Ooh, yeah. All right. Now, what we've got here, left over, we've got the spinach, the cheese, and the panko breadcrumbs. So, I'm gonna bring in the baking dish. What I've got here is I've got my usual 9 by 13 baking dish. And this time I've liberally buttered the bottom because I don't want the spinach sticking in there. So let's get the spinach in there first. Spread that out. Just kind of evenly all over the bottom here. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. We got a couple spaces in between. That's all right. All right. So, a little bit of that sauce on there. All right. Now I'm just going to pour this over top. And then spread it out evenly. And that is looking good. Oh, it's smelling good. I can really smell that cream cheese in there. Next, we're going to take the cheese and just sprinkle it around on here. Just kind of spread that out all over the top. That looks pretty even. And we're going to take those panko breadcrumbs and just sprinkle them in there. You get down into the sauce in some places, on the cheese in other places. It just kind of falls in between the cheese like that. That's just perfect. So cheese is going to melt around it a bit. It's going to brown. It's going to get a little crispy. Delicious. All right, this is going to go in the oven now at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. What we're looking for is it's going to be bubbling. It's going to be melted on top. It's going to brown a little bit, get a little crispy. Mwah. So I'll see you when this comes out of the oven. All right, that's been in the oven and it is bubbling deliciously. It's like browning on top, goldening on top. That is ready. Now, as with anything like this, where you get it bubbling hot, it's a good idea to let it sit for like about 10 minutes before you try to serve this up. It's just going to solidify up a little bit more and be easier to serve. So, enjoy cream cheese, chicken and spinach gratin. Fantastic winter dish. Have a good time with that. Now, if you go to the link appearing on the screen, you can get the free printable recipe for cream cheese, chicken and spinach gratin on our website. Also, please consider becoming a patron for Kuma's Kitchen. For as little as $3 a month, you can get access to all our kitchen tech videos, ingredient videos, and This is Japan videos, all kinds of other great stuff. Now, go print out the recipe, have fun making and eating this delicious dish, and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.